Hello and welcome to another update video about Jasmy. Yeah, there hasn't been an update for a while, and the reason is that the old chart I used was, I think it was the Binance US chart. Now that has been taken off by TradingView. I guess there's a problem with Binance US anyway with the data feed and everything. So I had to, I'm using Kucoin now as data for Jasmy. And there is not really much more to update because with the latest drop that we saw here in on the the 9th of June, this has sort of made any further upside, let's say, rather unlikely. I mean, it can always happen, but if you look at the chart with the break of support that happened here, and we are going to zoom in a minute. While I only have 3 waves down, it's a lifetime downtrend chart that only showed ABC rallies here and there. So I've got a wave 1 down, a wave 2 up, a wave 3 down, a wave 4 up. That wave 4 might still be in the making, but I don't really see any strong upside potential. Now there was, if you remember from the last videos, we explored the idea that, was this a wave 1 here? Was this maybe a wave 1? So I put a question mark on it. It could still be one, but it's turned to quite unlikely, let's say, it's become quite unlikely, okay? Let's talk about that. So wave 1, wave 2 here. Still possible though, because it hasn't made a new low. And these 1-2 setups are possible, because this is a possible impulse to the upside. Not a beautiful one, but we gave it a chance. And in the more bullish count, which is yellow, we would say, okay, maybe a wave W down into the March 23 lows, an X wave high, and a Y wave down, highlighted in yellow. So WXY 333, and this is a possibility that from here price could of course rally in a third wave, but the absolute condition is that it must hold the 0.003 level. And if we look at the relevant support, the problem I have with this chart is that it broke, even though only briefly, but it broke below the 78.6 retracement here. And it actually came down to include and touch the 88.7 fib level, and even briefly broke below that on the 10th of June. That just shows the weakness in the chart. We gave it a chance for a 1-2 setup, but when it broke so significantly below the 78.6 fib level, I mean, I haven't looked at the chart for a while again because the data feed was off. But if I consider the context, even though it's only a 3-wave move down, but again, it's going to new all-time lows. Or it did go to new all-time lows. So if I then have, a potential first impulse, we can give the charts always a chance. But if they then break below the 78.6 fib level, even though it recovered, and it hasn't completely invalidated this 1-2 setup, but again, there are just better setups out there, right? There are just better setups like Solana. I mean, even many of the coins that are producing 5 waves up now, I would give them a higher chance and probability for a rally than a chart that shows the context of a lifetime downtrend. But okay, it's still a possibility. And if it now breaks above the, what I call here, wave 1 high at 0.008, but it's a significant move, then we could argue, okay, maybe we're in a third wave rally. But I hope you understand the relevance of the long-term chart. Now, this is the bullish scenario. It's of course a possibility, and anybody who wants to attempt a long trade, I mean, this chart gives you everything you need, of course. It tells you exactly which level needs to hold for the yellow wave count to be valid, which is the 10th of June low, or actually it's a 10th of June low at 0.003. As long as that holds, but it's just not high probability, because you work against the high level trend. Now looking at the white wave count, which is the bearish count, which is just sort of in line with a longer term trend, therefore more likely. This could have been an ABC structure, and we could already be in the 5th wave to the downside. Or the wave 4 might unfold as a triangle. This is of course an option, because we've got, didn't want to do that, because we've got a lower high and we've got a higher low, but I just simply haven't got enough waves to confirm that this is an Elliott wave triangle. How would an Elliott wave triangle work? So it would need to be a 5-wave move as an A wave, a B wave. Okay, so see, I only have 2 waves. So I would now need another lower high in a C wave, a higher low in D, and a lower high in E. So there's a lot of work to do. So I haven't got enough information. But the relevant breakout point to the downside would anyway be this 10th of June low. And the invalidation point for the triangle would be a break above what is labeled as C wave high at 8.3 cents, which would also confirm the more bullish count. So this should give you a good idea about Jasmy. I don't see a clear setup here at this stage. Surely you can again, this is rallied again and is now pulling back again for anybody who wants to attempt a long trade, but I just don't see it very as high likelihood. Then we could say, yeah, what happened here of the 10th of June lows? Similar to many other coins, yeah, potential leading diagonal to the upside. We have a small 5-wave move up maybe. But again, that could just be, looking at the context, context is important. This could just be a larger ABC structure before it comes down, yeah? So be aware of that. But yeah, I mean, 5 waves up, have enough waves to consider the leading diagonal. And then if we add micro support here, we've got support down to here 3.333. No, not 3, 0.00333. That's the relevant 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level against which a move up is likely. Yeah, as long as that is holding, a move up could happen. But again, it could just be part of the triangle. Yeah, or even part of the wave 5 already, just a corrective pullback. So the levels that are highlighted here, they really matter. Just be aware of the long-term potential of this chart, which is not very high. Yeah, there is not even a possibility to calculate new bull market highs, and this chart would need to prove a lot, and it would take a long time for this chart to go bullish, really bullish long-term, because it would need to make new all-time high and would need to rally in 5 waves, come down in 3 waves. So there's a lot of work it would need to do. If you buy this, yeah, it would even either be for a short-term trade, but then again, there are plenty of other setups that are supported by the long-term trend, yeah. Or if you buy this, it would not be based on technical analysis. It would certainly not be based on Elliott wave analysis. It might be based on fundamentals, and then it's a bit more of a gamble, yeah. Even though you can, of course, set a stop loss here quite tight now because we're quite close to all-time lows. But just be aware there's a decent chance that they will break. That's my update about Jasmy. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.